Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the final video in my collection and declutter series. This is going to be my blush collection. Now I do want to put a disclaimer in here. I'm probably going to split this up into two videos because I have two drawers. This is only the first drawer of blushes. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video. So first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and pull out the ones that I still have in boxes. These are actually brand new. I picked these up at a local CCO. Next, I have these two blushes which are still in boxes. This is the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the color Fetish. And then I have the Clinique Cheek Pop in Berry Pop. These are both brand new products that I either recently purchased or picked up from a CCO. I am going to be decluttering these for my collection. And the last item that I have is from MAC, and this is the Antonio Lopez face palette, the face palette in pink. The packaging is gorgeous. This is pretty much like a highlighter and blush combo, and it has like a bronzer on the bottom. I just didn't really care for this product in particular. I didn't really care for the highlighter. It's just it kind of creates a little bit of hard pan, so I am just going to be decluttering this product from my collection. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with these blushes right here. These are my Urban Decay Afterglow blushes, and I have the color Rapture, Fetish, Score, Crush, and Video, and I actually am going to be keeping all of these. I recently picked these up in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. These blushes are absolutely gorgeous. They're very, very smooth, very, very buttery, and very pigmented. This one is in Crush. I really, really love the formula of these blushes. They last a really, really long time. They don't apply patchy. I just really like these. So the next blushes that I am going to be keeping are these Lorac buildable blushes. These are all their matte blushes. So I have the colors Ultraviolet, which is this gorgeous purple blush. Spectra, which is like a peachy pink kind of blush. Technicolor, which is a little bit more peachy. Chroma, which is a gorgeous mauve blush. And then Prism and Tinge. I may actually declutter Tinge because it's almost the same color as Prism, and I feel like Prism shows up a little bit better on my skin tone than Tinge does. No, I'm just gonna keep these two because I actually really like Tinge. I've worn it several times and it still shows up on my skin tone. There's another blush in my collection that's this color, and I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one instead of this because I prefer the formula of the Lorac blushes. So I am going to keep all of these. Back here I have some Cargo blushes. So I have the water resistant blush in Los Cabos. This is a gorgeous like shimmery blush. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely perfect for the summertime. I really, really like this blush, and I like that it's water resistant. This one is in Ibiza. This is also a water resistant blush. It's very, very similar to Los Cabos, but this is the pinky version of it. This one is in the color Bali, and this is also water resistant. This is more like a nudie color, and it doesn't really have too much shimmer. It kind of has like a pinky shimmer to it, and what I like about these is these have shimmer and not glitter in them. So it's actually really similar to Ibiza, but I'm just gonna go ahead and hold on to both of these for now because I did pick these up during the 21 Days of Beauty. They were like 50% off or something like that, so I am gonna go ahead and hold on to those two since they're new. And then the last one I have is in Tonga. This is my favorite everyday blush. It's like the perfect nude blush. It doesn't look like much in the tin, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I really, really do love this blush. Like I said, it's like the perfect everyday blush. This one isn't one of the water resistant ones, but it still does last a long time. And then the last two blushes I have in here are from Almay. These are their Smart Shade blushes, and I have the color 10 in Pink Rose, and then 30 in coral. So I really like these. I really like the formula of these. I like the way they wear. So I am going to be keeping both of these. And what I like about these is you can kind of swirl them around to get like a mix of colors, or you can kind of concentrate on one section of the blush to kind of customize your own color. But I really do like these. These are really nice drugstore blushes. Next, I have these 3 blushes from Wet n Wild's. These are their ombre blushes. So I have in a purple haze. This is like a light lavender color, and it's actually like, it's really pretty. I really like it. The formula of these are a little bit powdery, but you know, if you spray them down with some Fix Plus, it just gets rid of that powderiness. So these actually do wear really nicely. This one is in Princess Daiquiris, which is like a pinky peach color. This one might be a little too light for my skin tone, so I actually am going to pass on this one. This next one is in Mai Tai Buy You a Drink, and I really like this one. This one has like a little bit of a gold shimmer to it. You can actually kind of wear this one as a highlighter. So I'm going to keep both of these. This one right here is from Benefit, and this is the Benefit Majorette blush. And I've worn this a few times, but I really don't like the smell of this. At first, I didn't think I was going to like this because it's a cream blush, but I've heard so many people talk about it. It's one of those cream blushes that kind of changes from cream to powder. But I just don't like the smell of this. It has a very like plasticky scent to it. I may have gotten a bad one. I picked this up for my birthday from Ulta. I still have the receipt for this, so I'm just going to actually return this blush. These right here are all loose blushes. This first one is from Bella Pierre, and this is in the shade Desert Rose, and it's their mineral blush, and I actually really do like this blush. I think it's a really gorgeous blush. It's actually really easy to work with, and it's a little bit shimmery but not super glittery, so I am going to keep that. Then I have a blush from Bare Minerals, and this is in Golden Gate. I also really like this blush, and I really like that it has a special sifter. It keeps a product from building up in the lid, which is what I really like. And this is also another really pretty everyday blush. I really do like that formulation. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. This is a container that I reused. One of my blushes broke, and I decided to try and salvage it. I thought maybe I could use this. But the texture is a little bit weird. Then I have these 3 mini blushes from Too Faced. These are the Love Flush blushes in Love Hangover, Justify My Love, and Your Love Is King. And I'm going to keep all 3 of these. I really like these. And even though they're mini blushes, you can still get some good product, a good amount of product on your brush, and actually use these. I'm also going to be keeping the other 3 colors, which I ended up buying in the full size. The first one is in Baby Love, which is another one of those perfect everyday colors. This is my favorite one out of the entire collection. It's just this gorgeous nude, and it has a little bit of gold shimmer in there, but that's not really noticeable. Then you have I Will Always Love You, which is a gorgeous peachy color, and How Deep Is Your Love. One of the things I really love about this packaging is that it's color coded, so you don't have to guess what the blush color is. I really like that, and I will be keeping all of those. Then I have these 2 blushes from Bare Minerals. I actually purchased these off of Declutter from here on YouTube. I have the color The Big Break and Sure Thing. I really like these. These are really nice everyday colors. So this is like a really nice like peachy color and a really nice like shimmery pink color. I really like these 2, and I will be keeping them. Next, I have one blush from e.l.f. I've really been wanting to try a lot of e.l.f. blushes, but I really haven't gotten around to them. This one is in the color Mellow Mauve. I've just heard so many people talk about this blush here on YouTube. It's this gorgeous like light mauve color, but it has a lot of like iridescent like purplish glitter to it. It doesn't really swatch all that well, but on the cheeks this is an absolutely gorgeous color. So I really like this color. It's like a really nice everyday blush, and I am going to keep it. Then I have 3 blushes from Wet n Wild. I have the original Pearlescent Pink. This is, again, another really popular blush. It's a dupe for like NARS Orgasm. I think this is a little bit more pink than NARS Orgasm in my opinion. I am going to be keeping this. I have one of the new formulation ones, Apricot, in the middle. It's this really gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous apricot shade. I really, really like it. It has some gold shimmer in it, but it's not chunky glitter. It's a really nice shade. And then the last one is in Mellow Wine. This new formula is really nice. It's really buttery. It's really pigmented. These are really nice, inexpensive blushes from the drugstore. I'm sure you guys have heard about these, but I am going to be keeping all 3 of those. I am going to be keeping all of these. These are my Balm In-Stain blushes. I have all but one. There's like a red colored one that I really didn't think I would like the red one, but I may end up picking it up. So this one is in I have Pinstripe, Houndstooth, Argyle, Swiss Dot, and Lace. I really like these because these are kind of like stains for your cheeks, so they do last a really long time. This is probably my favorite shade for the winter time. It's this really pretty purple with a little bit of gold shimmer. These are very, very pigmented, so you kind of need to have like a light hand with these. Another one of my favorites is actually this blush in the color Swiss Dot. I really, really love this for the summertime. It's just this gorgeous orange blush, like corally orange blush. It's so pretty, but again, you have to be really, really careful with these, but I am keeping these. And then one of my absolute favorite blushes is the Balm's Hot Mama. This is another dupe for NARS Orgasm, but I feel like this is a closer dupe than the Pearlescent Pink from Wet n Wild because this is a little bit more peach. But they're very, very similar when you put them on the cheek. So then I have these 2 blushes from the drugstore. This one is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm sure you guys have seen this. I may pick up a couple more in this formulation, but for now I really kind of wanted to get this cult favorite in Luminoso. So this is the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush in the color Natural, and I really like this as an everyday blush. I just wish that the packaging wasn't so bulky on either of these 2 blushes. These are like really bulky packaging. So then the next 3 blushes I have here, I'm also going to be keeping all 3 of these. These are from the Balm. I have Cabana Boy, which is this gorgeous fall appropriate shade. It's like a plummy mauve color. I have Frat Boy, which is just a gorgeous everyday peachy pink color. And I have Down Boy, which is more of like a light pink blush. These are gorgeous, beautifully formulated, very smooth, very buttery, and very, very pigmented. So you do have to be careful with these as well. These are not as pigmented as the In-Stain blushes, but I still really like the formulation of these blushes. So again, I am going to be keeping those. I have 2 matte blushes from Makeup Revolution, and I kind of wanted to just give these a try, and let me tell you, the formula of these is so silky smooth. This one is in Nude, and it feels like butter. And so that's like a really nudie matte color. I really like that for every day. And then this one is in Beloved, and this is kind of like a pinky corally one, gorgeous for the summertime, and it's just so smooth and buttery. The next 2 things I have in here are from MAC, and these are the holiday blushes. This one is actually, these are called Magic Dust Powders. This one is in Yum Yum Yum. It's a pretty like pinky shimmery blush. It has a whole bunch of gold shimmer in it. It's really, really pretty. It's like a light baby doll pink blush. I really like it, but my favorite one, I have to say, is in Sweet Vision. The best way to describe this blush is like NARS Orgasm. It's like a peachy, pinky blush with a whole bunch of iridescent gold shimmer in there. It's so beautiful. I'm glad that I picked these up. I picked up these 2 from the Star Trek collection. This one is in the shade Strange New World. So it pulls like a kind of like a peachy blush topper for me. And then this one is called Highly Illogical, and this is probably my favorite one. This one does pull like a really nice like bronzy blush on my skin tone. So I really, really like these two, kind of like I said, to wear as blush toppers, and I'm not going to be getting rid of those. Okay, so now moving on to this side, I know I'm going to be getting rid of one of these two Illamasqua blushes. I may actually get rid of this one as well. It's kind of similar to the Lorac blush. So this is in the color Thrust. It's a really, really pigmented blush, but I kind of feel like it's similar. No, I feel like the Lorac blush is definitely a lot more purple. So I am going to keep both of these because I don't think I have another blush that's as intense as this. So I'm going to keep this one, but I'm definitely going to get rid of this one in the color Allure. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has a whole bunch of chunky glitter in there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass on that one. I like shimmer in my blushes, but I don't like chunky glitter. The next two blushes that I know I'm gonna keep are these from NARS. This is in Adoration and Fervor. These are the NARS Dual Intensity blushes. I recently hauled these in my Black Friday haul, so I'm obviously going to be keeping these. Then I have three blushes from Estee Lauder. I picked these up at a CCO, so I got a pretty good discount on them. This one is a satin blush. These are the Pure Color blushes. This is a satin one in the color Rebel Rose. And I really love the formulation of these blushes. They're very, very smooth, very, very pigmented, easy to apply. This one is in the color Witty Peach. This is another satin blush, and I really like this one because it's an ombre blush, so it's really pretty to look at. But it also has a very, very gorgeous formula, really smooth, really buttery, so I'm going to be keeping that one. And then I have Peach Passion, which is a shimmer one. This is absolutely gorgeous. I really like this. It's a really nice wearable shade. I've gotten a good bit of use out of this one, especially in the summer times. I'm also going to be keeping all three of my Marc Jacobs blushes. I picked these up for my birthday from Sephora. This first one is in the color Lines and Last Night. Then I have the color Kinks and Kisses. And the last one is in the color Flesh and Fantasy, which is their nude one. I absolutely love these. I'm going to be keeping them. These were my birthday gift to myself. I decided to splurge on my first Marc Jacobs blushes, and I really just love these blushes. So then I have two blushes from NARS. I have one in the color Sin, which I recently picked up for Black Friday. This is like a really pretty nudie mauve blush. It has a little bit of like a purple undertone to it, and it has a whole bunch of gold shimmer in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a really pretty blush, and it applies really nicely. And I don't have this in any of my NARS palettes, so I decided to pick it up in a single. And then the other blush that I have is in Amour. And this is just like a really pretty, like, rosy blush. I really like the formula of this. This one doesn't actually have any shimmer on it. Then I have two blushes from Kat Von D. I'm not going to be getting rid of either one of these. This one is in Por Vida, which is like a really nice peachy corally blush. It's really intense. And then this one is in Love Song. It's just a really pretty blush, but you have to be careful because it's really pigmented. I have one Hourglass single blush. This is in Mood Exposure. I love this blush. This is probably hands down one of my favorite blushes of all times. It doesn't swatch very well, but on the cheeks, it's just a beautiful blush. It is mixed in with one of their ambient lighting powders, so it just gives this really nice lit from within glow on the cheeks. There's no way I'm getting rid of this blush. The next two blushes I have are from IT Cosmetics, and these are their Radiance Ombre blushes. This first one is in the color Sugar Plum, and this is like a really shimmery, like plummy color. You can concentrate more on kind of like that highlighter side, or you can concentrate more on the plummy side. And then I have the blush in Je ne sais quoi, and I picked this up during my birthday haul, and this one doesn't have shimmer in it, but it's this gorgeous like corally peachy color. Oh, it's such a nice formula. I really do like the formula of these blushes, and I just like IT Cosmetics in general. Then I have this blush from Bare Minerals. This is in the color The Natural High. It's like a peachy pink with gold shimmer in it. It is, however, very similar to Hot Mama, and I think I like the formulation of Hot Mama a little bit better. So I actually think I am going to declutter this one. Then I have a blush from Estee Edit, and this is the Barris blush in number 01 First Lover, and this is kind of like the nudie one, and I like this blush. I didn't like that the gold was just like an overspray. I still have a little bit of it left. I like this blush. It's very smooth, very pigmented. So then I picked up all of these blushes. These are all Laura Geller blushes off of Haute Look, but I know there's a few shades in here that don't really work on my skin tone. So this first one is the Baked Flambe blush in Pink Velvet Pop, and I feel like this one is a little too light for my skin tone. I don't really think it works all that well, and it leaves my skin tone looking a little ashy, or my cheeks looking a little ashy. So I actually am going to probably sell this blush. Next, I have the blush in, this is the Baked blush in Pink Blossom, and this is an ombre blush, and I really like the formula of this blush. This is a really nice like bubblegum pink blush, so I am going to be keeping that one. Then I have the ombre blush in Peach Blossom. Again, this is a really nice blush, and it's this really pretty peachy color. And then this one is the blush in Brighten in Roseberry. This one's a very nice blush, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. The other ones had more of like a satin finish, but this one definitely has a little bit more shimmer in it. So this is a deeper blush, something I would wear in the winter time. This one is the one that I was talking about earlier that had broken, and I had kind of try to salvage it and put it in a pot. This is the blush and highlighter in Pink Valentine, and this is a gorgeous blush. So the next one is the blush and Brighten in Golden Apricot, and I love this blush. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I picked up. It's so pretty. I like to wear this as like a blush topper. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then the last one I have here is the blush and Brighten in the color Berry, and this is just a beautiful berry blush with some shimmer in it. Really pretty. It's a lot deeper than this one right here. So that's that's everything I'm going to be keeping in this drawer. I did manage to declutter a few blushes from this drawer. Like I said, I'm probably going to be passing these along to friends and family or selling them on my Instagram page. Thank you for decluttering with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I will be filming the second part of this collection and declutter for blushes pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!